Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the live Facebook, and thank you for sharing this video in your timeline. Really appreciate it, and for your time invested with us. I want to share with you something that has worked very well, even with the bleak market that we're seeing. That's right, the KLSE and the rest of the world are selling off, but there is some opportunity. I'm going to share with you how we're going to do that really tonight. So at least there are some opportunity for you and for yourself. For those of you who are likely trading the shorter time, this is again a very interesting so-called what we call an trade that we'll be doing right now. So I just want to share this with you, and if you have any question, do put it into the comment there, and I'll be happy to answer them during our live FB in here. And let's get on to what we have for you tonight in our live Facebook. And tonight we'll be talking about Pentagon intraday alert. So welcome everybody, welcome to our evening live FB show. Tonight is the 28th of September, and what we have seen, the continued market which actually continued to fall after we have seen many days of down market. Now, are we going to see another sell-off tonight in here? Yet to be seen, but definitely what's happening right now is many of the opportunity that we are seeing both in the US side and the Malaysia side are actually coming right now in here. So it's going to be, I would say, many opportunities. So this is what we want to do using the VSA 360 and able to share with you how you can use this intraday alert that at least will give you more opportunity and avoid many of the longer term period. And we are looking for momentum first with smart money. All right, so those of you who are with our membership in here, I think I've explained this also in our members training last Saturday, and for those of you who came, thank you for coming. And I do think that it has hope that this opportunity that we are sharing you right now will give you at least some sort of an edge in here, and I'm going to be summarizing it into as we go on, and then let's get started, shall we? So what is it all about, right? And of course, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube, do go over to Trade VSA, because this video will be archived in the area in the YouTube in here. All right, let's get on to our talk here. Okay, and this will be the final of our September using VSA 360 in here. Of course, next month will be month of October. We will come to you with another educational topic every live Wednesday Facebook in here to share with you many of these opportunities that you will see. Now, if you've been this fella in here, a regular trader, and you can't seem to find any good intraday trade, and you find that no, I don't want to buy and hold for a longer term, not even in a week or more than a week. So you're trying to make money by finding the right intraday stock. What should you look for? Do you want to wait for the stock market to turn bullish? No doubt, even if the market were to fall, and we have seen the market falling for a fair bit, there are opportunity during the intraday, and you want to be looking for those stocks which has this intraday momentum move that will give you the right edge to go higher in here. So this is where you want to do. So I know we all know this is in the bear market right now, and as such that you are becoming impatient. So even to a stage that you are sort of left the market because you say that, hey, I don't want to be in this market in here. It's so difficult to make money. Why should I be hanging on in here? Maybe I do something else. But let me share with you, this is definitely a great opportunity, right, to be trading the first arrival. Now remember, Pentagon Guider is a daily chart signal. All right, now what we want to do is to show you that on the intraday, during the day, some of them signal actually turn in around 9 o'clock, some maybe 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock when the first Pentagon come, right? Because the daily chart always marks a stronger trend should the market turn up. And some of you who've been using Smart Robie would have known some of those green Pentagon on Smart Robie trade has done pretty well. Of course, not all the trade did well, and this is where you want to get that intraday trade to allow the trades to come to you, and that's really been the working method, especially in this bear market in here. So the old way of most people are filtering is definitely using the scoreboard that you see on the trade station, whether it's RHB, UOB and so forth. And that will be quite challenging because there's so many of this stock. So you're going to be looking at which one should I start first, right? And should I start with the all in here? And that's very time consuming. So we're going to do an easier method. All you got to do for on this context, just be looking for green Pentagon. Can you find green Pentagon? Things that is green easier, right? So I've been telling some of our members in here, all you gotta do is just open up the intraday alert on VSA 360, and when you see that green Pentagon, the next thing you want to do is just to look at the trade setup, right? And it is just do the trade. So I'm going to share with you some of the result that we had about going back to a week. So tonight's sharing will definitely be letting the green Pentagon intraday alert, right? The first arrival green Pentagon with the VSA alert. So this way you're choosing stock with the green Pentagon in here, and more importantly, because right now the overall market is very bearish, so we want to choose for those with a bullish setup. It's not that difficult. In just 1 or 2 minutes, I'm able to share with you this sort of a setup in here, and you want to wait for the VSA green Pentagon and then sell for target profit. Target profit here is not that high. We want to just look at the market stages, and we are buying this probably at the beginning of stage 2 in here. So those of you who are knowing what stage 2 means, it means is in the uptrend. Now what we want to do is just buy low and sell high, and yet we are getting the intraday alert in here. So with the green Pentagon, definitely it will tell you when the stock has an up and down in here, and you are following the smart money, right? Following the works of Tom Williams, going back to his very heydays where the market seems to be having a lot of smart money. And I think many of you will also agree, right now in this market we do have a lot of smart money in here, and for that moment the smart money will give you a lot of opportunity for you to follow them. So the only question is, are you following them at the right pace and time? Okay, so let's go on to the remaining of our talk here. Okay, now of course if you have any question, feel free to share with me, and I'm happy to actually bring them to the public and so forth. So tonight it's all about the Pentagon Guider stock selection successes. We'll be using the Pentagon Guider daily intraday. Now we're looking at some of the trade that goes back to the on the 19th, 21st and 21. Those are some trade, and also just recently I just did another few more trades in here. We'll also be looking at those trades, and those are the one that will fulfill the criteria. It's not that difficult. Let's take a look at them in here. Now first thing you will see a scrolling board, and all you got to look for is basically this green Pentagon in here. All right, this green Pentagon is something that you want to just keep an eye. As long as you open this up and you're looking for the green Pentagon, and you're pretty much in the safe territory in here. So let me just show you what I mean, and you just open up the intraday alert. And once you log into VSA 360, this is the one that you have, and you can go on to the premium menu and you can see this intraday alert, and this is the screen that you'll be going through. So all you want to do, AVI just turned green Pentagon, and you can do a mouse over. You can see this one, it's about 9 cents, so we don't want to be buying stocks that is around 9 cents usually. We want to buy slightly higher. And that's another one, McLean. Turn green Pentagon. I'm going to be giving you, and let's look at McLean in here. You can see some of these chart, the stocks wise doesn't have the right setup. You want to be picking those that are really moving up. Then Itronic 8 cents. You want to avoid that. A lot of stocks actually turn red Pentagon. Some of the more popular and data prep, Kinhin, of course, that's a tall tail sign. And you can look at also at our dashboard, which I do produce show in here, and we are down 9 points. We are right down to the major support at 1400. Not sure if that's going to hold going forward in here. and we'll see. Okay, we will see whether this is going to hold up or not, and if it does, that'll be great. If it doesn't, then we expect more downside to the market. You can look right now, the KLCI in this chart here has been down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bar in a row. At one point, it's going to turn up, and that's what I always tell the members. You need to be very, very patient when this market can really turn up. Okay, so that's the only downside that we have. But when we come to the intraday alert, like what we see here, right? Premier set it up, intraday alert, and you can see there are some opportunity in here, and we're going to sharing with you how to look at some of those that will give you the right opportunity. We can see here Nestle also turned green, Pentagon. There's only one MBL. Let's take a look at MBL chart. Again, we want to have chart that is actually going up. You can see this one actually turned green, Pentagon, at 10.44, but at the end of the day, the market came back and formed an uptrust. That's why we always look at it. So what next thing you can do, you can also enlarge the screen, and once you enlarge the screen, this is the screen that you get, and you can also scroll back and look back at some of the trade that has happened past, which is part of what we'll be discussing tonight in here. All right. So this is the VSA 360. Now, if you look back, some of the trade I've done going back to the 21st September, this is the portfolio that I've set up on my real trading account in here. The first trade we did was a JSP. Again, we pick stock generally that are above 47 cents, and this came at 9.36 on the 21st of September. So how are we going to show you that? And you just go to 21st of September, hit the word submit, and you just control F, JSB. You can see JSB came out on 9.36. All right, that's the one came out 9.36. So, and that's the 9.36 trade. All right, that's a 9.36 trade. So actually, when I see that trade, usually I look at the setup. It's good. I'll try to get in at 53 cents if I can. Sometimes I'll just take it maybe 53.5 cents. Else I would actually park. So it's all going to depend on the setup of the chart itself. Yeah, the setup of the chart itself, and with that will give me some sort of opportunity going forward there. Okay, if you have any question, do pencil in there. I'm happy to answer them. All right, so if you look at the trade, second trade was on the 19th of September. These are trade that I've done is Tafit at 46 cents, came out on the 344, and they actually turned green Pentagon at 344. All right. Next trade that I did was BP Plus, turned green Pentagon on the 21st of September at 9.36 in the morning. So you can see here 9.36 BP Plus in here. All right, so we're going to be looking at the chart as it appeared. So you can see on JSB, when it first turned up, that was on the 22nd, spotted at 53 cents. It did hit the high at 57 cents. So that was a potential profit of 7.5%, 377. Now remember, when we try to do intraday, it could be during the day, or it could be definitely less than 5 days. You need to be out. All right, and we are aiming somewhere between 3 to 4% in here. So if you can get the 7% or 6%, that's actually great from a $5,000 trade, a 300 ringgit. This is where you want to be thinking like a fisherman. All right, catch some small fish. Right, don't go for the big fish in here, because why? Market is bearish, so you want to go for some small profit in here. So you're regularly doing a turnover business in here, and that's the way we wanted to do this. So if you do it consistently, this is how you have your picking. So during even bear market, you can have some of these picking, especially when the overall sentiment isn't been that great. So you can see from here, JSP was the trade that I've done. We are out at 185 ringgit in here. For $5,000 potential was about 370, so not too bad. We got about 50% of it in here. So we are in at 53 and got out at 55. No doubt it did hit at 5.6 or 5.7 higher. Okay, and next trade was the Tafik. All right, so the bottom line is it comes out in the intraday. I look at the setup. If the setup is good, and this is something that we teach in our masterclass as well, in our monthly training as well as our weekly training for all our members. If you are new, this is something where you can join our training session in here and find out more about the opportunity that we presented in here. So once you have this market broke through the UT in here, you can see Tafit intraday alert was at 46 cents, right? And then 46 cents. It stays at 46 cents. So this was a break-even trade. I got in at 45 half. We got out at 45 half. But eventually, even if you have hold it, this stock actually broke higher to 47, even hitting 48 cents. That was a really another very decent trade in here. So next trade that we did was on the 21st of September. So all you gotta do is have the VSA 360 available in there. And you can see BP Plastic came out on 21st. So we spotted at 152. Okay, 152, and notice it was below the market stages, so that's pretty a decent trade in here. The railway track is still on the upper trend. All right, both sides you can see in here, and as such, BP Plastic we exit earlier. You notice, right, what happens previously? Okay, you can see this was on the 27, you can see it was holding at 147, okay, but the next day it broke down and then began to sell off. So you can see right now it's about 137. So I got about 142, so with a small loss as the market broke down. So it's very important, as I said before, when you trade this intraday, if the trade don't works out, you need to exit with a small loss. So you'll be doing a turnover generally. Hopefully, you know, as you trade more, you'll be winning more and losing less. And hopefully those trades that you have, losses are small. Very important. This you have to be very, very disciplined with your trading, that you need to take profit at a certain target profit, and you must able to cut loss at a certain time. So the level of it is important. Especially this is the only a game in town. Now for another case study going back to 23rd of September, you can see we have CVG. All right, so when it comes out, we just look for a trade that turned green: Pentagon, CVG, and then another one was Optimax. Now the question I'm going to be asking is, why did I choose Optimax, okay, and not CVG? So on that day, we choose Optimax. I choose the trade Optimax. You could see went in at 78 cents, exited at 18.5 cents. So for 3.2% profit, just very similar to one of those trades that I did. You can see here 78 cent entry and 80 half cents in here for 3.2% in here. So if you look at it, why didn't I choose CVG but I chose Optimax? Anybody from the audience in here like to join in and give me your comment? Why did I choose this trade? Okay. So one of the reasons why I chose this trade, all right, purely from the trade setup itself, okay. You can see from here onwards, this was on the 23rd and this was on the 23rd. Definitely what you have seen in here is the 200-day moving average. You can see here, this 200-day moving average is below. This is above. And you can see the railway track, two railway track going up, both also showing railway track, but you have 1, 2, 3, 3 resistance. Okay, 3 resistance for it to break up. Instead, this one, if you look at this point, it's almost true. And that's why I chose Optimax, right? And Optimax actually went in the right way. So choosing stocks is important. So during the day, the intraday trade, you may have just 3 or 4. And from then onwards, you need to choose which one fits right. The setup is important. That will ensure you win more. For that matter. So for the Optimax trade summary in here, why I chose it is because it was above the 200-day moving average, okay, above the 200-day moving on the 23rd of September. If you go back on the 23rd, it actually took out the upthrust. You can see the day before. So overtaking of the upthrust is important because it is overtaking of the sign of weakness. Overtaking the sign of weakness, that means a lot of strength is coming in and the market goes. Now these are all the principles which we already share in the past in our course. You can also catch them on the YouTube. So if you've been a regular follower or member of our student, you will notice overtake of the UT is a very, very powerful method in here. So once you have that, that's the trade you want to be trading in here and able to exit with a reasonable profit. We're 3.2% profit in here. So remember 23rd September, the overtake of the upthrust and the railway track uptrend, and more importantly is the trade price. So we want to choose trade price that is above 47 cents. The CWG was at 37 cents. This one was about above 47 cents because we find it usually a lot of stock that is above 50 cents. They're generally able to run a bit higher. So those are few takeaway. I hope you can take home with it that will help you when you do your intraday trading. Going forward with this, there are going to be a lot of opportunity here with the market, and especially the GE15 that's likely to be happening this year, if not maybe early next year. So there's going to be a lot of this trade, small trade that allows you to take profit in here and make a small fortune going forward. Okay, so if you have any questions, just pencil those in there. Be happy to answer them. Okay. Now, some of the past trade that I've done, Huatai took profit at 3.3% with 168 ringgit in here. You can see it turned green Pentagon, hit the target profit, and then eventually turned. Now, one of the takeaway is because the market right now is fairly bearish moment. So when the market take it, and that's why you're getting the small profit that year. But it still work out to be profit. It's still money. Sikit-sikit lama jadi bukit in here, right? Next trade was Samadan. And you could see the market had a good recovery in here, despite in that hit about 3.5% in here for a $5,000 trade in here with 175 profit in here. So there are a lot of winnings in here. Now the latest trade that we're doing as of yesterday, you could see here, was KTC, right? Why I choose KTC was fairly obvious. Prolexus was below 47 cents. KTC was a trade to me considered as an advanced trade, right? Because I'm choosing it below 47 cents. Below 47 cents. So it's a trade that is a bit risky. So if you have some experience, you do that. But if you're a beginner, you follow back the rule, which is around the 47 cents in here. Some other trades we're going to be going through. So you can see from KTC, we got in, it went up about 2% in here. The market did hold its level at 20.5 cents in here, but we are targeting at 22 cents. So if the market were to move up another 4% or another upthrust in here, we will definitely be taking profit in here for quick profit for 3 to 4%. And that's how we are doing in here. I think you all already get some of the flows that we're trying to do here. Okay, and also we have the intraday report winner, which we will send out. If you are a member of the VSA 360, you will get this report sent out at the end of the day. We will launch this on the first week of October. So let's give you an example in here. So a report, you'll get this, and you can see some of the stocks that we are talking about in here. FP Group, okay, alerted at 9.16, and it went up high of 4%. So alert at 60 cents, so that is valid. So that's why sometimes I tell a member around 9 something, you just turn on your VSA 360 here, like you see this one here, and you can see 906, 913 in here. That's the one. So you can see this green Pentagon. You can actually take a look at them, right? Like let's say ONA. These were some older trades that we done. This was on the 21st of September. Okay, older trades on 21st of September. Okay, and then that will put you into the right position. So ONA, when market close was a 3%, 4% the high. Synergen was at 275%, 5.5% profit, alerted at 109 but at 936. And the other one was A alert. KTC I entered earlier. You can see A alert was alerted at 913. There was a 2% and alert price was 185. So let's take a look at the summary that we want to present it. So Pentagon Guider, like it or not, is a potential idea that you could use, right, for fishing for smaller trades. Okay, some of these smaller trade in here, and let me just share with you. So let's go back and take a look at the FP Group. Okay, since we are in here, I want to show you FP Group, how it fared. FP Group. So FP Group was alerted on the 27th. You can see this one during the day, you got to hit it. But remember, if you got out at the 3%, instead facing a 4% down. So you would have got it already. And the next one on our list was this Synergen, which is Pentagon Guider, green, okay. So Synergen. So this one was a nice one. That's a 27. You notice if we switch to an hourly chart, first notified you on 9:36. Okay, 9:36 here. And if you switch on to your chart, 9:36 on the 27. Yep, this was 9:36, also around here. You would have got this profit. Did hit the high of that profit. All right. So you would have hit that high profit in here for a potential 3% to 5.5% in here. And the last one is ATEC. I think there's a change of name for ATEC. Is Aurelius. ATEC is Aurelius Technology. And if I switch to hourly chart, 27 was this one here. 3 o'clock, remember, right? It actually triggered at 27, 20. This was at 15. Okay, somehow the price is interesting. Okay, this was on the, it doesn't have the morning, I wonder why. Okay, we'll look at this another time later. It could be probably price adjustment in here. All right, so those are the 3 of the stocks that we were looking at, right? ATEC 913 was actually informed around 185, okay, 185. So you look at 185 or somewhere around here. There was some missing price in here. You can see that, right? That's been interesting. So switch to a daily chart. Here you can see daily chart on the 27. That's right. We got a 188, and then the market, even today, the market actually sustained, continued good high. Now remember, our KLCI has fallen by how many points today on the market state on our dashboard here? Today is down another 8 points. So we're able to pick stock that is still moving higher despite the overall market is going down. And this is something that the VSA 360 able to do so. All right. So the Pentagon stock idea trade here is basically very simple. We look for intraday trading, okay, using the first arrival of Pentagon on a daily chart, right? Despite of the September bearish month, which we've been talking a lot, right, is that gives you a reasonable success if you're willing to trade the short term. So screen through your Pentagon using short term holding intraday overnight can be applied to, in this case, no more than 5 bars or 5 days in here. So every day got fishes. We backed by our end of day intraday report, as I shared with you just now over here. So the trade criteria, remember this, right? We want to pick stock that is above 47 cents, good volume with good win rates, really winning about 60 to 70% despite the bad market. With the trade target profit of 3 to 4%, maximum about 8 to 10% or less. And usually we want to exit if the market could not fall, just like we did with BP Plus in here, intraday or less than 5 days. And when you choose a stock, very simple, choose stock that is going in an uptrend, all right? When the railway track is uptrend, that's all you need to do. And that way you'll be like fishing with 3 or more gears and so forth. And of course, for the medium and longer term, you can use the email notification that will be sent to you also on your email. Some of the stocks that you have in here, like Hibiscus, Kawan, and in here. So you can actually see this trade, the way it is moving forward. So like this one in here, Hibiscus turn red Pentagon. All right, so Hibiscus turn red Pentagon was on the September 20th. So let's take a look at Hibiscus. Okay, Hibiscus. So you can see Hibiscus in here turn on the 20th of September. So that was on the 20th. You see 20th, right? And you turn on the 20th, see the market fall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the fact that you already been informed at 96 cents, okay? Informed 96, what's the price now? 83 cents. So at 96 cents, somewhere here, right? And we drag. Okay, so how much would you have saved you? Okay, let me just, I'm not able to get the, okay, let's bring up the calculator and we can calculate how much. 96 cents now, 83 cents, huh? Is it 96? Yeah. So 96 minus 83, that is the 13 cent divided by 96 cents. So yes, save you 13%. You got out earlier, right? You got out earlier, and that's why it's important, right, that you get this kind of red Pentagon notification. It will help you to save money. All right, and then you have it on the alert in the VSA 360 in here, and let me just show you how it looks like. So if you lock in the VSA 360, you can see this alert changes every day. Oh, Kobe turned green. Tafe hit 48.5 cents. Turn green Pentagon also. Right? You can see these are the latest stock. Oh, interesting. Kobe turned green. So this is how I would know certain stock has turned green or not. So something that will be very, very powerful for those of you who continue to follow the market very, very closely here. Okay. I hope the members do like this new features in here, able to track in the top notification in here. There was 10, right, like a bell. So this is how the VSA 360 notification. I remember I covered this last week. If not, you can go over to YouTube and watch this live Facebook in here. So some of those, like for example, just like we did with hibiscus, you got out at 96 cents, okay, and don't let the market fall. So for example, for DNet on August 15, it hit the price bottom at 86 cents, hit ATR, hit rate alert. So everything is already informed for you, especially right now, those of you who still have this stock, and the market hits like this, you want to be out. And JHM hit 109, hit 106. Let's take a look at JHM. Where is it to now? All right, JHM. Okay, JHM in here. Okay, we are at 106, still the same 104, 103 lah. Still in the downtrend, but at least you get notified of the red Pentagon. Ever since red Pentagon was notified, that was at what price? Let's go back to my PowerPoint. ATR stop loss at 106, price bottom at 105. Yeah, ATR stop loss would have let you know the red Pentagon much earlier already, okay, on 1 hour there. So my own personal trade, you can see here, BP plus hit R1152. Unfortunately, it could not go to my profit target at 156, excuse me, 156 or so in here. So you can have this in your personal watch list. So once you set it up in here, JSP, Tafe, A, Health, Kawan, BP plus, and as soon as they hit the target, you can always safely remove them from your personal watches in here. A very good. Now keep in mind, right now we are in the midst of more interest rate hike. You are also aware of the currency, ringgit currency, going to 4.6. So isn't it time for you to try to make a little bit of money in the shorter term using those intraday? Now there is a lot of uncertainty going forward. If we talk about recession, many analysts are talking about global recession. I do think that recession may be avoided if the war ends sooner. But right now you could see the new mobilization or partial mobilization that is seen in Ukraine and also the annexation. We do not know the extent of this war, and that is going to drag on more uncertainty. So with the recession coming out, with this, interest rate seems to be moving higher as cost of the cost of fuel, the cost of gas has gone higher. So people need to endure the hardship. So that's why food prices continue to go up. The US FOMC continue to raise interest rate. I think there are 2 more 100 basis point hike in the coming months, if not weeks in here. And that is playing into this bear market. But at least what we have shown to you tonight using the VSA 360 intraday alert, you are able to capture some profit in here. Now, especially during this market, you need to be patient. You need to have a tool like VSA 360. Wait for the right timing and right tools. Keeping a longer term right now is not a good option. As I said before, a lot of the stops, just like we said before, has broken through the ATR stop loss in here. Intraday and less than a week kind of trade, it seems to be good, right? Less than a week kind of trade. VSA 360 can offer you the difference, like what I have shared with you in here. All you got to do is look for the right intraday method. For example, some we talk about tonight is the intraday Pentagon. the daily chart, that's one to share with you. It's a proven method. It's not that difficult. As I said before, once alert comes out, you check it whether it is in the uptrend. It is above 47 cents. Good volume, do the trade. Right? Put on your profit target 3 to 4% in here. And if it doesn't work out within the 5 days, you exit. Losses are very, very small in here. There will be losses, but there will also be winner in here. This is what we have done, a proven method, a short-term trading, giving you the advantages rather than holding. We do not know where the market is, and through our members in here, I do analyze the stock from a longer term, and when it's the right time, we will looking at some of those trades for longer term investing using VSA in here. That way you're able to follow the smart money through green Pentagon trades that comes to you rather than chasing them. Right now you can follow them through the intraday trade in here. And of course some of these we continue to do for our November masterclass. You can join this in here. It's open already, and through our 1 year unlimited pass and membership to our VSA 360, that will give you the edge. Few $100s a day if you can make it. I think that's a pretty good deal and time in here. And for myself, I'm a real life investing coach. Now some of our members in here come to me for trades in here. I'm happy enough to look at them for you. And one of the ways we also do see the US market will present a lot of good opportunity in here, and that is something that we will continue to go forward and look for it in here and build a investment plan with that. And this is something we have done for our members in here. Those of you remember, we have done the 20-day trading challenge in here, and through that, there are many of them will excel even in the bearish month that we've seen in June, with Eric, Kit, Ho, and Zenly performing a double-digit return in a very short time in that 20-day challenge in here. Just like some of the example I've showed with you on the real life trading, you can still make money in there. All right. Now, unlike others, Pentagon have the membership, the mentoring, the tools in here to help you get better returns on your investment. If you're looking for better returns on your investment, this is something that will be very beneficial in here from our company, Trade VSA, the inventor of Pentagon Guider, using the volume spread analysis by Tom Williams in here. Green to up, red to down. All right, that's how simple is it. Thank you also to all our members and also the public for giving us a great review on our Google, Facebook in here. And of course, for those of you who have not tried out our VSA 10-day free trial, it's available. This is the QR code. You can scan it and you will get $266 worth of free trial plus a 30-minute of training to activate your VSA 360. If you have not done so, go ahead and activate the VSA 360 and get hold of the VSA intraday alert, like some of the things I showed before. Or for those of you who are already, subscribe to our system, and we thank you to our member who continue to sign up and continue to renew your subscription in here, giving you the first mover advantages. So that's all I have for tonight, and if you have any question in here, do put it in there. I'll be happy to answer them. You can also spread the good word around for our Telegram chat room for all information, even some of the opportunity that I usually give through my every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my short podcast to tell you where the market is heading in here. So if you have any question, I think it's also good. You can pencil those in there. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, any question? Okay, there's a guess. There's one question. Guess Malaysia. Okay, let's take a look at the VSA 360 using Guess Malaysia. Okay, if we look at Guess Malaysia, chart-wise, it has broken. Right now, it's at this support in here at ATR stop loss. So if it does break below the S1, time to go, Amil? Okay, that's how is it. Next question, FBI monthly chart current buy is below 200. This is a sign of red. Yeah, our KLSE can go lower. Right now, the 1400 is a support level. Whether it is 200 moving average or not, it has broken down in here. So if you're looking at monthly, it seems to be looking very bearish. That's why it's important to have a plan going forward, right? Everything is looking very, very bad. So the only way to make money is like what we say here before. Use the Pentagon guider, intraday alert, and if you're not, you will see the disadvantage of using some other system in here. Our system trade VSA 360 plus our intraday alert will give you the 3 or 4% intraday alert, like catching a fish every week. All right, use that to your advantage, and eventually you will discover the investment that you put in will cover back the cost, and you'll be more than happy, just like many of our member and our friends. So thank you for sharing in here. Thank you for your question, and I'll see you on Friday on our breakfast show with VSA 360 again. Thank you for watching.